Hello, hello, let's see my workshop, come on. Yeah, come on. Come in. You ready? Come on, let's get inside, okay? Please come in. Please. Ciao. Very good. So, I take off my jacket and then I show you my workshop. Very good. So I show you quick my workshop. This is actually the reason of this nice video. Here is the main entrance and my office. How you can see the building is from the 15th, 16th century more or less. So at the time of Stradivari, this building had already like 150 years. And we certainly do our best to keep it and maintain it as good as possible. And it's actually a great pleasure to work in such a historic place as it is all over Cremona. Here you have a few violas, wide selection of different levels of instruments. We ship worldwide, how you can see. They still have to pick it up today. Wood is certainly all over, is a major important part of our workshop, of our work. Yeah. So it has very well seasoned wood for violins, violas, cello. Let's go into the workshop here. I just cleaned it up for you, you know. Usually it's not all so clean. We have here a few working benches. This is the working bench of Min. She is my business partner. She's making here a copy of a Guarnieri, a high-fat, very nice instrument. So this is something, when we make a perfect copy of an instrument, then we do it with the shape, with the outer shape. So then we can make exactly the copy of the original instrument, which is very nice. Here we have a very nice Haselfichte, which is a very good sign for best spruce, which comes from northern part of Italy. And the maple for the back. This is the high-fat Guarnieri, which is the one which we are here making. And so we have here this one here with this same F-holes. It's a very good sounding instrument. And we try to do the prefiling as nasty as the Guarnieri itself made it. A lot of rumors about Guarnieri, you know. And then here, this is my working bench. It's the first time in this year that it is so clean. Usually mine is the worst. I just cleaned it up for you. Here I make a Stradivari and I make a Testore copy. Testore, Carlo Antonio Testore, is a violin maker from the 17th, 18th century from Milan. I enjoy making it. It's an instrument without perforating on the back. So then I just sign it and put in also the label of Testore and also mine, and I put my brand marks inside. And it is a very particular instrument. So if you see the original, it's also broken out. They don't match on all corners. Very particular way of working, and I enjoy doing it like this. Yeah, it's a very powerful instrument, this one. The scroll of the Testore, I still have to do it, you know, and I would like to bring this also to the United States. So I want to show off here with my Testore, my Guarnieri and the Stradivari I'm making. Yeah. And this is something I really love very much. Here I'm just cleaning up and I'm making my thicknesses, and when I'm playing a little bit, still have to take off a little bit. That's why you see the traces here. Yeah, this you will test. Okay. The ceiling here is very high, probably at least more than twice, even 3 times of how it would be in my house. And let's go over there and we see a few other instruments what we're making here in my workshop. Usually here everything is full, but we just send away a lot of instruments, or they're here in varnishing, and I show you here. So we have 3 instruments, 3 lines of instruments. So there are some which are made in Germany, and we call them Scala Perfetta, and then we varnish them here in Cremona. Looks quite cute. And this one, for instance, is a testore, just like the one I make, but here as a linea Macchi. So this one is completely made here in my workshop, and we all together made it. And once again here the purfling, just like mine, we try to do it as good as possible. You like this? Yeah. And here again the back, where the purfling is only scratched on, but it's not inserted like it is on the back. Yeah. So then this is more affordable, but still handmade here in Cremona. Yeah. Marco is making his master cello. It's a Stradivari Gorbooth. And Ayong is now varnishing. Before we go over there, I just push down a coffee for myself. You also want a coffee, Anna? Yes. Yes. So then 2. Very good. Okay, very good. Okay, so I show you also my room over there. Okay. Sorry that I have to organize here. Opa, so heavy books about Antonio Stradivari. We use these books to make copies of specific violins. The Stradivari varnish book is very interesting. There's no recipe inside, but I love it. Yeah, you need these kind of violin reference books. And here you have a few instruments of ours. Here in Cremona, it's not so easy to find such a wide selection of instruments here, but I like to keep my instruments a few in stock. In this workshop, as you have seen before, we make 3 different lines. I'm probably the only one here in town who has such a strict structure of how instruments are made, and the price difference actually is all a question about time. How much time I or we dedicate to create one instrument, and certainly you hear the difference, but my aim is to make for every line, even if it is low priced, a good sounding instrument. So a lot of musicians come in and they're very smiling, and when I ask what's on, because they're so surprised that these instruments, which are so affordable, are already so good. And then certainly you grade up. So let's say we have here a Scala Perfetta violin. If you play this one, this is now a Stradivari, nice with a 1-piece back, and then you say, wow, this sounds really good. And then you flip over to a linea Macchi. This is a Guarnieri Ole Bull now, and you play this one, then you're surprised, wow, how much more quality, and you say, you can feel it's handmade. And the aim is that I don't do it myself, but I explain it to all the other ones, and I created a structure in order that things are under control and the quality is very standard, very high. Okay, so I have even here in Europe professional musicians who play on this kind of instruments, yeah. And then here my master violin. This one is a Stradivari with a 2-piece back and Bosnian maple and the spruce, which I buy myself in Val di Fiemme, which is not this far away from here. Yeah? So you don't only see the difference on how it is made, but and you only see the price difference. You can hear it, and you will be surprised how good every line for itself is. Fingerboard, bridge, and all these kind of things have to be perfect on all kind of instruments, certainly. But I'm very proud about this kind of structure of my workshop, and this is it has been a dream for over 20 years ago, 25, maybe 30 years already ago, and I'm very happy how it turns out and how people also appreciate this. So here on the video, probably it's easier to see it on the cello. This is like a scala perfetta. It's a spirit varnish as on the violin, very shiny. We just put a layer with the brush and that's it. And then next to it you have this linea Macchi. It's the same varnish as on the scala perfetta, but then we finish it by polishing it by hand, so it's a little bit less shiny and it gives a little bit more a quality impression, and it's all handmade here in my workshop. This is a Stradivari Gore Booth model with a Belgian bridge, sounds very good. I pay a lot of attention that the fingerboard is perfect and that it is just super easy to play and equal. And then next to it you have like here the Montagnana, Domenico Montagnana Sleeping Beauty, which I made, and it's a copy, and I do a lot of effort. The varnish is an oil varnish, and I pay attention to have small details like some clay in the varnish, which gives a little bit more the impression of an antique instrument. And it's a very nice instrument, I think. And then one additional specialization of mine is to make specific instruments for specific customers, where I can make a custom instrument with inlays, precious stones. So I hope you enjoyed this video, making a short tour in my workshop, and I'm looking forward to welcome you here in my workshop in Cremona. Make a short visit to Italy, make a vacation and stop by. I'm looking forward to see you here, okay? Thanks, bye-bye, bye-bye.